gonna raise the limit to my to my mic just a little bit. I'm wondering, can you hear my fan? It's like it's saying it's picking up something, but I don't know. I'm just gonna check. Okay, so you can hear my fan. Hold up. Oh shit. My issue with my mic is there's nothing covering the air. I think with this mic I'm meant to have it on the other side, which I feel like would be more, well, which would be better. But I do prefer this side of my computer. So, whilst waiting.
점심을 먹으려면 조금 기다려야 해요.
What's my syncing team looking like? Okay, I should be fine for a... What the fuck are you still doing here? What are you doing in my syncing team? Do I not have a good... What are you again? The trimmer burn, right? No, you bleed burn. Okay. Man, I almost have Albina Faust. I don't even have Mersault yet. I haven't grinded this at all. I haven't been grinding at all. Jesus. I should be, but like, it's like, whatever.
점심을 먹으려면 조금 기다려.
Sorry if you hear that in the background, by the way. There's a horn going off. Oh my god, I'm gonna close my window real quick. This guy's just spamming it. Attaboy. Might have just heard like my chair rock a shit ton. Oh shit. What'd I do? Oh, this. Okay. So, okay. Hold up. What is burn, not burn. Bleed. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. He's level 53. I feel like I could still use him. I do want the extra awards though. I feel like it'll be fine. I'll just... Yeah, 5.
점심을 먹으려면
Fuck it, I'll actually grind the event. I'm actually gonna grind the thing, so I am gonna use some of these to level up my Honglu. Because I do generally want to use the bleed team just so I could get some rewards. Fucking hell. And if you can't tell from the amount of times I've gone back, I don't have the modules. There you go. Maxed out. Wait, don't tell me he's not uptie 3. Okay, he is uptie 3. Oh. Oh, I was gonna get real... Is he uptie 3? No, don't tell me he's not uptie 3. Wait, sorry, he is uptie 3, just not uptie 4. Yeah, no, he's not uptie 4. I'm being really dumb right now. But yeah, we'll start this shit up. I think this is where we were on last time. If you see that I've already finished like a part of the story, it's because if you're new here, it's because there's 2 people on this account, and the other person, she's already done this. Hohenheim brought us to what looks like a research lab with cables, lined with cables, rows of screens, and diagrams full of complex symbols and shapes. I didn't know there was a place like this in the House of Spiders. Hold on, let me just mute for a second. This is a forward base constructed by Limbus Company following the Operation Spider Pyre. It did not exist prior to the House of Spiders. Have I gone through this already? Oh no, we'll go through it again. It is intended for additional backdoor investigation and research into irregular phenomena observed during the operation. Irregular phenomena? An example. Research subjects such as a spatial analysis of the correlation between the emergence of Sinner 11's sign and manifestation of possible future. Okay, I haven't gone through this. Oh! Looking around, I spotted Sinclair and a group of researchers surrounding him. The same people who had dragged him off earlier. They were accompanied by a gaggle of sinners who had tagged along to either watch the show or kill some time whilst they took a breather after work. Hohenheim, how long will the examination take? With Sinclair's biometric assessment concluded, the analyzer device should be available for the relic now. Which means that I should be finished in an hour from now, at least. The scabbard rattled again at the mention of an hour. I don't know why or how, but the way it swayed almost felt like a child trembling. It's moving again. Come along, Ryoshi. I expect you will want to witness the procedure. Fine. Ryoshi and Hohenheim headed off to the side. The examination was probably going to start immediately. Time to get Sinclair, then... Wait... I was making my way towards Sinclair, who was getting bombarded with questions, when an unexpected figure behind the pillar caught my eye. Vespa! It's Vespa! It was Vespa Crabra, with a big piece of paper covering in crooked handwriting taped on his back. Snack thief? Ah, manager! I can't do a German voice. Karen Snacks. Mr. String Bean ate it all. String Bean! Sorry, but I think this seemed to be some type of misunderstanding. Jesus Christ, I look back at him and holy, I remember how ripped he is. Berg, kick his ass. Not only is this matter not worth pointing fingers over, but Karen also shares some of the responsibility for leaving them out on the table unattended. Who would win? The red gaze or the yellow harpoon? I feel like due to experience, Virgilius would win, but I feel like Vespa has shown more versatility. I guess, okay, and I'm gonna say this may sound off, this may sound wrong, But Vesper's kind of shown more versatility or like brutality than Virgilius has. Because Vesper goes to finish the battle as fast as possible. Still, I would prefer you exercise more care next time, or you put me in a tough spot. Understood. Kadon, super sulky mode engaged. Hello, Armageddon. Not talking for half a day. No! Deploying super pass bitter candy. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not sure if this is an appropriate request, but may I remove the paper from my back now? It's a little inconvenient for me. Kadon forgives this time. Next time, no mercy. Best make sure she doesn't listen to that radio channel again. Virgilius looked on with an inscrutable expression as Kadon peeled the snack thief sign off Vesper's back. Can she even reach? Make sure to remember this, so I don't have to think I'm burning through what little candy chance I have left on such trivial nonsense. Thank you. Vesper gave a polite thanks, but he was already picking something off another plate and stuffing it into his mouth. He's a glutton! But wait a minute, I was saving that for later. I assumed you were being picky. He's a glutton! You know what, seeing how I'll always make this joke. He ate an entire right arm. I could see him being a glutton. Well now you know. Yet I still see you gobbling up my share. Ugh, took my snack too. Verge, kick his ass. Okay, but seriously, I feel like Vesper, if he can keep up the brutality that he has, or like the speed, he might be able to beat Virgilius. But if he doesn't end the fight quickly, if Vesper doesn't end the fight quickly, like he goes all out at the start of the fight, I feel like, yes, totally Clash Royale. I feel like Virgilius could win in the long run. Rodion Romanovich. Hold up. I gotta screenshot this because there's a friend of mine who sims for Rodion. Two. But here's the thing. It's more of a, do you think Virgilius is tanky enough to take hits? Like, cause no, better yet, Virgilius can definitely tank hits from Vesper. So I think it's more of a matter of Vesper just has to end the fight as fast as possible before Virgilius tries something Vesper wouldn't expect. Hold on, give me just 1 second. I am aware that half of the total snack budget allocated to each sinner is being funneled into your snacking expenses, and now you're raiding the LCE supplies as well. Chill, that's totes been agreed on, okay? Besides, that's that and this is this! Oh god, we will always see a Black Silence reference in every single thing. The lines on Virgilius's brow looked deeper than usual today. He probably got flashbacks of Roland and he's like, oh my god, Black Silence, scary. Hoping to help him out in this endless cycle of snack-related headaches and to satisfy my own nagging curiosity, I drew near our guide and broke his brooding silence with my TikToks. You sent him TikToks? No, if we're getting a black silence ID, it's gonna be Heathcliff. We all know this. Did we learn anything about Sinclair's sign? Dante is inquiring anything about the outcome of the research on the sign. I've heard it from the researchers, but nothing too particular significance came out of it. Observation of the sign so far been limited to 2 individuals, the manager and Sinclair. Due to limited accessibility to the phenomenon, the only variable information has so far been its existence. Researching that which cannot be observed is bound to be difficult. Faust has a point. Aside from Sinclair, none of the sinners can actually see the sign. The same would go for the researchers. Even Sonia said only a few people could perceive it. If there were more individuals bearing signs, there would be a wider pool for a comparative analysis of statistical samples to narrow down the scope. So what I'm thinking of is, why doesn't Dante switch Sinclair into NCorp Sinclair, because I have NCorp Sinclair, and get them to like look into the half sign, because NCorp Sinclair has the half sign. So I'm just thinking that way. However, records indicate no suitable references exist. At present, the research effort is limited to reducing variables such as whether or not the irregular phenomena are tied to the location where the battle took place. By individuals bearing signs, do you mean people like Damien and Samson? It's because, okay, as per mentioned here, let me go here. Where is it? Due to the limited accessibility to the phenomenon, the only variable information so far has been its existence. Researching that which cannot be observed is bound to be difficult. If they can observe at least a half-formed sign, I feel like they could see what a full version can do. Oh, so wait, Samson has a sign? Hold on. Who's Samson again? Oh yeah, you. I completely forgot about you. Wait, then could those guys do what Sinclair did? Pull in some superpowered future self and just wreck everything? Even Sonia? I should step in and put an end to this subject before Roger gets the blues. True. You do have a point. But I'm guessing it's just because Sinclair can't force it out. Sinclair can't become future Sinclair at a whim, whilst he can with NCorp. So I feel like that would just have more accessibility to at least a version of the sign is better. I don't think so. From what Ishmael and Faust reported back then. Right. Sinclair from the future said each sign carries a different power, I think. Maybe, you know, those layers of light rings Damien used to finish off Chroma, or Samson digging us into his story. Those could be it. Wait, what? Do they not know about Mang? Those layers of light rings. That was Mang! Do they still not know about Mang? Aye, that doth seem plausible. So none of that is information we can confirm yet. Maybe Ishmael is just stupid. No! I won't let my glorious sinner, my favorite sinner. Correct. As you have stated, any discussion of this subject would not venue beyond the realm of wild speculations. Nothing has been proven yet, ergo fear would be an unnecessary response at present. This is at best grounded in superstition, but it would seem that the researchers are coaxing forth a hypothesis from the vestiges left in the wake of Sinclair's future self. Oh, that bit about the sign maybe being some singularity or whatever, yeah? The precise position of the hypothesis was that the foundational principles of the sign working may be equivalent to those of singularities or relics. But there's no Hold on. Sorry about that. But as no actionable evidence was obtained from Sinclair, there is presently no means by which this hypothesis may be validated. I haven't had anything to eat in the past 11 hours, and I am like losing it right now. I see. Then nothing came out of them digging Sinclair off of that research. Oh, you also thought I was being dragged off, but still let it happen anyways? No, I mean, I'm kidding. Just thought I'd get along with the mood. The old Sinclair wouldn't have even thought to joke around like that. He's really changed lately. For the better, I think. So, did anything happen that we should worry about? I stuck close to him, just in case. Nothing serious came up. Just took some blood, a small skin sample. Oh, they were also checking if the sign reacts to electrical stimulation. Yeah, and I had to fill out some questionnaires too. Things like, please describe what you remember from the battle exactly as it happened, or list the sensation you felt when you regained consciousness. And your memories of that moment have yet to return? No, I don't know if they'll ever come back, actually. Faust said they only exist with my future self, so... Wait! But for my future self to even have those memories, shouldn't I carry them in the first place? Which comes first? It would be future self. If your future... Time paradox is a wonderful thing. Oh, so don't they have cameras? A paradox, it would seem. In such a case. That Sinclair is merely one branch among many possible futures. If the future unfurls into boundless branches by means of ceaseless bifurcation, then the body of information that constitutes a certain future would scatter into grains more fleeting than dust, too diminished to ever reverse their course and trace their path back to the self that now exists. Is that the theory suggested? Not a certainty, but a plausible interpretation. Here you go again. None of that nonsense only you lot understand. Oi, memory or not, the future guy still came out of him, didn't he? Then some part of him got to be left in there somewhere, yeah? Like muscle memory or whatever. Perhaps he can still pull off some of those tricks from back then, huh? Tricks from back then? Heard you kicked off problems out there. Even pulled off that trick you picked up from that plastered old geezer, right? Not just that, he was using that Mang technique that quite effortlessly too. So they do know about Mang. So why haven't they thought what Damien used was Mang on the air? What? That glowing ring thing? Yep, the glowing ring thing. He had two of them coiled around his weapon. I used the glowing ring thing? Are they just going to be referenced as the glowing ring thing now? This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Alright, so exactly what is that glowing ring thing? Anyone? Maybe some technique that enhances physical capability? I mean, I guess that flashy aura that makes you real tough. That real tough's one part of it. But There's gotta be more, right? Dunno. Could be a secret thing or a thing they pass down to their members. Technique, gear, something like that. Look at it. That black coney leader, that lay hang prick. The nurse fathers we fought. Whole lot of them fingers, ain't they? Yeah, but Virgilius isn't a finger. The notion seems to unravel, even among the LCD, though there were those who came to wield it. And Virgilius too. So what? Only the proper hard bastards can use it. Some polish up end trick, is it? Without anyone in particular prompting it, the sinners slowly turned their gaze towards Virgilius and Vespa. I only learned to wield it from my team leader, too. I have a sensory understanding of Shin, but I can claim nothing too profound. However, what I can spare are some rumors, though they are all without proper sources. Rumors? They circulated among elite fixers and association leaders. That there exists a power called Shin, capable of enhancing the body without having to pay expensive upkeep costs. A rumor among fixers? Sayest thou? Yes, even the technique to manifest it. How-to tips really spread through heresy. Oh yeah, that tracks. That super rookie column in the latest mag bonus vid. Bro, he was really popping off with it. Straight up aura farmed with a shiny mang wrapped around the weapon. It must be that mine eyes are yet too privy to such a marvel in the video. God speaking in a Don type of way is awful. Wait, you serious? In the latest issue, literally on the videotape, maybe you missed it. Videotape? Alas, for many a week have I been stranded from Mephi, revering me of a chance to read not only the prior chronicle, but the latest one as well. Oh god, speaking in Don's voice is giving me a headache. Woe is me, when I return I shall feast through the night upon those noble exploits of adventuring fixers. Oh, give me a second. Speaking as Don, it's giving me such a headache. Don is so weird to speak as. From what I recall, the mantle of Shin grants its user a high degree of physical enhancement. There is no such thing as reinforcement without supplies. No power of that magnitude comes without an equivalent cost to wield it. That power relies on emotion and will for manifestation. Its output is not consistent like prosthesis and augmentation. And deepening on how it is used, the consequences it demands can reach levels comparable to the ego you use. You mean to say that it exacts a toll upon the mind? I could walk you through the fundamentals if you'd like. From what I observed, it appeared to be a technique reserved for those of considerable strength. At our current level, it is not unreasonable to assume we could make use of it. Regarding that, our team leader has been conducting intensive research, and according to her, physical strength itself has little bearing on one's ability to learn and wield Shin. As the Yellow Harpoon says, it is in essence a power that can be learned by almost anyone, provided they know the proper method of training. Vespa's brows visibly twitched the moment Yellow Harpoon left Virgilius' lips. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's a big fan of his own title. The Yellow Harpoon. Well, it fits, I think. He got those yellow stripes on his clothes, he uses harpoon too. Can he argue with that? If I were to exaggerate. I mean, I feel like he'd argue with the fact that it was named by Ezra. If I were to exaggerate, even Sinner Yusang's pre-contract self could manage to learn it. Why must this self of mine be choose as the point of comparison? Well, because you're the wimpiest one here. Don't let it get to you. Even so, it would be a mistake to assume it's a power anyone could grasp with ease. As long as you are bound by contract as sinners, your ability to wield it will be severely limited. Unless you rely on a particular identity or come upon an extraordinary circumstance. Shame that. Would have been useful. Hey, then what about me? Can I learn it too? Kira, who had been fidgeting with her fingers, raised an arm and asked as though she couldn't hold the question back any longer. Come to think of it, the middle nurse father didn't use any Xing or Mang. No, hold up. The middle nurse father did use Mang. Did he? Hold up. Let me just plot this here. Middle nurse father Mang. I swear he did. No, I guess he didn't. Shit, okay. Papa never taught me how to use it. He always said I could get stronger without a stupid crutch like that. It wasn't that he didn't teach you. He couldn't. He was a man who probably never once reflected upon his own sins. A piece of trash like him would be incapable of even comprehending such a power in the first place. Vesper's responses always come back dripping with venomous hatred whenever the conversation turns to the topic of the figures. Kira must have noticed too, or perhaps she simply couldn't find the right words to push back. Either way, she held her tongue, her expression settling into a blend of frustration and something that looked a little too close to sadness. If you want to reduce it to a yes or no, then yes, you will be able to learn it with the odds in your favor. That is assuming the company decides to tolerate your continued existence. I already said I get it! As it stands, you're nothing more than a pending case of disposal, closing to a threat than you are to an ally, strictly speaking. Ah, I see. Don't get comfortable because the manager and the sinners treat you with lenience. Step out of line and you will be the one who pays the price. There was nothing in what Virgilia said that I could argue with. By the way, Armageddon, did you see the Heathcliff, not myself, the Heathcliff Ricardo ID? Kira had been a member of the House of Spiders. She murdered scores of LCU researchers. Have you seen a really funny thing about his passives? And left us with plenty of memories we'd rather not visit. Yeah, I was about to mention that. For now, we're just working together. Not contesting that decision doesn't mean we have no hard feelings towards her. Leaving Kira alone with her thoughts, the sinners slipped back onto their own business. Snacks, idle chatter, and conversations about whatever had happened around the LCE. The examination is concluded. I suppose it won't be an issue to let you hear the results together. I wonder what the event ID or ego or announcer is going to be. Because I say that because I feel like Rodion's ego is going to be the event thing, or just no event at all. And before we knew it, Haim and Ryosha returned. Hopefully with this Intervallo we look more into other fingers and not just the ring. To present the conclusion first, no, the notion of the sword being a sentient one is incorrect. The locus of the will is not the blade, but the scabbard. An ego forged in a rather paradoxical nature. Yes, that would be the most appropriate description. Appropriate. Not a sentient sword, huh? Ryoshu's grumpy dismissal made the scabbard quiver, almost as if it had taken offense. Somehow, I felt like I could understand what Hohenheim meant by will now. It was a reunion of sorts, one that gave both a tinge of sadness and hope. If the scabbard has its own will, does that mean the owner of that will be resurrected? It is too premature to deliberate on the matter. The state of existence under question is not that may be defined as death. I assume they asked whether it could be revived or brought back to life, so to speak. Even supposing that survival is a fixed variable, and that the reconstruction of the original corporeal body falls within the realm of the theoretical possibility, the probability approaches zero. We researchers are inclined to entertain even infinitesimal chances, but in the terminology of the lay people like you, such a prospect would be labeled impossible. There is no need to fixate on the impossibilities of the present manager, Dante. Such matters are reserved for us scientists to hold upon. Right. But we may have uncovered a thread, something that could lead to restoring Sinner Ryoshu's memories. Even though, again, that too is merely a possibility. A far more practical avenue for you to pursue at the moment, nevertheless. And to that end, yes, further analysis of the scabbard itself would be necessary. Coordinate with Alan for your next duty. He should be next to the ring nurse father's headquarters. Hohenheim cut himself off there, clampering his mouth shut as if any further exchange might scatter and mess up the theories he'd constructed in his own. Alright then, before we go, anyone want to tag along? Munching on food, averting their gaze, the Sins were pretending they weren't interested at all. But going by the way their forks had long since moved, it was pretty clear to me that they'd been intently listening in our conversation. Where are we going to? Where are we going to go? Right, sorry. Forgot that the rest of you weren't there with us earlier. Faust, Don Quixote, Ryoshu, and I have been checking where each back door leads. Oh, and Kira too. The prisoner of war executive manager? We talking about me? Yeah, I guess. I'm working with them too, yeah. Best remember to tread carefully. Should you cause even the slightest harm to the executive manager, you will be held accountable without exception. Yeah, sure, whatevs. Kira nettled at Otis with a mocking pout, but oddly enough, she didn't appear particularly irritated. Anyways, I think it'd be best if we had a few more people, just to be safe. One of the doors we went into earlier led straight into the ring's corridor. That was a close call. Otis and Heathcliff's hands shut out the moment I finished speaking. I would very much like to accompany you, Executive Manager. I knew I could rely on you, Otis. I wonder what we sound like. Your recognition of my loyalty honors me, Executive Manager. I, Otis, understand better than anyone your concern about the peril of working with a prisoner of war so liable to betray. To have your so proceed with only a handful of soldiers under your command, this cannot stand. I'm afraid I won't be able to focus on other duties without personally seeing to our... I get it, Otis. Made your point clear enough. Not keen on how I just keel over the moment you summon me. Feels a bit dodgy that... Hold on, let me turn off auto mode. You probably don't need me to come along then. I guess you could just summon the rest of us like you did earlier if shit hits the fan. A research yet unfinished holds my efforts. I shall join you once it is found closure. What was that? I don't think I could be much help wherever you're going. I'll pass. Motherfucker, you have the strongest sinking You have the strongest sinking ID. Well, second strongest. Okay. I'm gonna be so real. Sorry if I seem off. Then again, I do not have that much energy today. I'm gonna be so real. I really, really hope Rodion gets more useful. And people are gonna hate me for this. But so many people have gotten upgrades, different ways of viewing life that has helped them in general. For me, Rodion hasn't changed at all. And I mentioned this to a friend. of mine. It's like, there's so many sinners that have gone... Yeah, no, Rodion now is kind of lame. Like... It's just like... Let's look into this, right? Yi Sang has the highest connection and mastery over ego usage. Ishmael can probably channel into the strength that she could use when she ripped out the heart of a whale and could protect people a lot better than before. Upon a recent interview with the dev team, I'm pretty sure it was the dev team. I forgot it was Kim Ji-hoon or the dev or another person deving in the dev. Yeah, it's like Heathcliff now can go into other IDs, universes, and stuff like that. Well, not right now, but yeah. Dante can resurrect everyone. Otis has shown more reliability on things, more strengths. Let's not even talk about Ryoshu, Gregor, Sinclair, those big threes. There's also Mersault, who has been coming up with his days being numbered. He has been showing more. And yeah, I get it. Her whole thing is being shadowed by people when she wants to be special. But I want her to be special in general. Because it's like, she has nothing. What does Rodion have? Nothing. Her ego sucks. So it's like, if she tried to use her ego, it won't even do much to the enemy. So you're just throwing the axe, for Christ's sake. All she's doing is throwing the axe. Compared to like Heathcliff, who shoves you into a bag and smashes you constantly. Even her ego is kind of lame. It's like she's not special at all. People only like Rodion for how hot she is, or how funny she could be, or how relatable she could be. But in the end, she's just lame. I will follow if that is your order, manager. No, it's fine. Just get some rest. Mersault, solo Goku. Yes, manager. It'll probably be okay. I could always summon them again if things get too dangerous. For now, I should go see Alan again. We shouldn't even have this ability. Ah, you've arrived. I was waiting for you. We sifted through the isolated the doors with the highest probability of leading into the Rings Gallery. The next step would be entering the alternate door you mentioned, but hold up a second. I was actually gatekeeping more stuff. Huh? Gatekeeping? Are you saying that you have more to tell about the gate doors? Yep. That door over there, pretty sure it connects to N-Corp's nest. I saw Albina go in all hyped about some canned whatever it was. Albina of all people. Oh, Albina of all people going into L-Corp being happy. I mean, I guess she's strong enough to deal with them. But God, would she like be hated instantly? And that wooden door with bandages wrapped around the middle. Papa'd go there to cross out vengeances. From what the book said, it's probably a turf protected by a thumb subsidiary or something. Unlike earlier when she offered only vague snippets about just a single door, Kira was now feeding Alan a stream of intel that seemed solid even to someone as clueless about the back doors as me. She's far more cooperative than anticipated. Even after that Alan character roughed her up from what I hear. Hold on, let me just do something real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna... Can you guys still hear me well? Because I'm just gonna move a little bit. Because holy shit. This is why I don't like intervallos that much, because yes, do I like reading, but God, I don't know why, it makes me feel weird to just read in Limbus Company, outside of like voice acting for Dante. Yeah, you think she'd clam up out of spite. I wonder if she's changed her mind about cooperating with us. Nevertheless, we mustn't let our guard down, Executive Manager. There's no telling when she'll turn on us. Freaking hell, I could literally hear everything you're saying, you know? Alright then. Based on the intel, please proceed by investigating the safest door first. Actually, you know what? No, I'll go back to how I was before. This feels weird. As for the high-risk ones, I'll continue checking to let you know which ones you'll need to enter. Alan tinkered with the device around him and flashed a couple of doors with blue light. Guess that means we're starting with those. Where do you guys want to go first? They all look about the same. Just start with the closest one. Well, Alan did say that these were the safest ones, so it shouldn't matter which one. Just as I reached for the nearest door as Heathcliff told me to, Ryosha suddenly veered off, stopping in front of another one that stood a few steps apart. This door. It feels familiar. You recognize that door? I think I passed through it a couple times when I was little. Hardly Ryoshi stopped speaking when a fragmented memory painted over in parts slipped into her mind. Sorry, it hurt a lot, didn't it? I should have finished my homework faster. Oh, I know. Let's go for a walk. That's not Yoshihide. Oh, that's Anaya. That memory just now, could it be tied to Araya? Let's start with that door. Okay, this one, yeah? Here we go. Impatient as ever, Heathcliff shoved the door open and strode in first place. The rest of us followed, including Kira and the other sinners. And this place is? Judging by its state, it seems to be a welfare facility located within the nest. Most likely a park. Every sod walk-ins here dragging some animal along. Seems like they've got money to burn. Proper rich lot, this place. The walk with the past. Hold up. Can I not be muted? I was muted the entire time. I kept pressing my mute button. I need to fix that. Hey, clock. Who said you could show that my memory is willy-nilly? No, come on. You know it's not something I can control. GG. Back in the House of Spiders, I was the only one who could see the vision of Ryoshi's past. This time, though, her memory seemed to manifest for everyone around, just like what we experienced in H-Corp with Honglu. Which probably means... Why are y'all staring at me? That's so random. What the hell? Did you not see that just now? See what? You guys zoning out together? Guess it doesn't apply to Kira. Then again, unlike how it was between Lin Daiyu and Honglu, Kira doesn't have any direct connection to Ryoshu. I guess it makes sense. Was that adorable hound companion of old young Ryoshu? Sorry for that. Indeed, my one and only best friend. And because of that, Sado would be locked away in the vault every time I had to depart on an assignment, with a spiral driven through her. The first ever leash, looking back, it might have been a fake of kind of fate had she died sooner. To inflict such cruelty upon a voiceless animal, how can such wickedness be born? What happened to Sado in the end? She died before her time. I don't recall why, but there was this day when Sado wouldn't stop whining in pain, whimpering in pain, and I shut myself in my room crying. You were? Not someone else? Who else? Of course it was me. Even after witnessing the fragmented memory, Heathcliff looked completely uncovered. Unconvinced, sorry. Sorry if I seem to be really quiet. And while I was grieving, Callisto offered a solution, said he would give me a gift the next day. And what I received was something he called the Beastbone Blade, a tanto that would whine and yelp in Saro's voice with every swing. Ew! No way! I always knew there was something creepy with Robo-Unk. That's why he killed your dog, huh? No. He didn't kill Sado. That Tantu was alive. Did you just say alive? Bloody hell. The right nutter, that psycho. Her eyes was embedded in it like adornments, and they'd stare at me in accusations. The tiny heart beats as though it was quaking with fear. It was a horrible sight, and I felt pity. So I shortened what remained of her time with my own hands. Got me thinking after hearing all that, why did you still mess with that art thing then? Let's be honest, after seeing something like that, you'd want to steer clear, right? Those things he called artworks were so cursed, straight up nightmare fuel. Like, I haven't really checked out other ring artworks outside of Albino's and the Nurse Father, so maybe I'm just a noob when it comes to all of that. But yeah, this stuff really never really gave me art vibes for real. For reals? Hold up, I thought the same. Well, I was terrified at first. Yet as I learned more, there were some facets that suited my taste. Thou findest appeal in those grotesque creations? From what you told me about Callisto, it looks like he failed to stick to his own advice. There was something he would always used to say. Art is wholly subjective, and thus one must never expect the understanding of others. The uncanny, the horrible, there's a beauty that lies in the grotesqueness of it all. Can't say I quite get it, but if you say so. Nah, but bloody hell! How'd you get up and getting used to that kind of thing? Why do you need to understand? You're not an artist. I got used to it, but that bastard Callisto's installation artworks cause night terrors and nightmares for. The scabbard moved and Ryosha came to a pause. It trembled, but there was once a strange liveliness to it, as though it quivered between fear and anticipation. So it is at Aya. Night terrors crying from nightmares in the House of Spiders? There was actually someone who got scared of ring stuff back in your day? I need to check something. We've seen enough here, let's go back. Yeah, let's. Nothing else worth checking around here anyways. Hold on, let me just move my mic a little bit. With the inspection complete, we quickly followed Ryoshi back. She stood in front of the artworks covered in sheets of cloth, lost in thought. Right here, there used to be a huge artwork display here. I don't know what kind of impulse struck me, but the bastard went about fussing, saying he needed practice, so he wouldn't lose his touch. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Thought I told you to keep the exhibition in your room. Ah, you've returned, Yoshihide. I decided to attempt installation art of a somewhat larger scale this time, but I ran out of space in my gallery. Dearest Yoshihide, Araya has reached an age where she may be introduced into the world of aesthetics. Surely this wouldn't be a problem. It would. You liking it and me acquiring the taste doesn't mean Araya will. Let's get you back to your room. I was hugging something in my arms. It was crying. Sadu? No, too big to be Sadu. The lacerated memories can never be made whole, no matter how many fragments are glued together. Who could tell Ryoshi everything we know about Araya? But we could tell everything we knew about Araya, but it never truly reached her. I see. This hollow void, this must be Araya. The sensation and emotion for what's been emptied begin to entangle with Ryoshi's memories. And that makes it possible for us to reminisce about Araya's together. A soft rattle Araya gave seemed to show how pleased she was with this small step. Alright, time to check out the next door. We entered several more back doors that Alan pointed out, but unfortunately none of the places we end up stirred Ryoshi's memories any further. Pretty much nothing here. I think we're done. What the? How'd they get in here? Startled, Kira pointed ahead, where figures wearing animal heads were hauling what looks like massive lumps of flesh hidden behind a tent of sorts. Those ring assiliants from before. Didst thou not say they sealed the door from earlier? Then how did the villains come to stand before us once more? They probably infiltrated via a separate route, another back door. As you can see, the objective appears to be the retrieval of the ring Nurse Father's artworks. Get on with it! We need to move as many pieces as we can before we can pull out. Wait, but I thought Robo-Unk was washed. You got so many fanboys and fangirls here? Huh. Does this artwork possess value in hand? Oh god. Or is it just a case of posthumous premium of death effects? Think about it. Some of the pieces have already been taken. Of course, they are of little value to both our companies. watching them sweating and struggling to drag those mediocre pieces with them. Pretty funny. But imagine how those pieces will be labeled with some pathetic notion of heritage connected to my name on their description plex. Pretty unsavory. They may be occupied with transportating those objects for now, but they will likely soon find cause to harm the Wayfarer and LCE personnel stationed here. Executive Manager. It will be prudent to eliminate them without delay, considering the ring's reputation. Otis is right. Better to wipe them out before they try anything stupid. Guys, look, we've got another job to do. Lend me a hand. The radio didn't buzz with the Sinner's reply this time, but it should be fine. Hold up, guys. Just give me 1 second. Just gotta do something. Okay, so let's see. I still hate how I don't have Faust.
전시 준비는 완벽하답니다.
나를 점 찍었다면
소재.
내 작품
나를 점 찍었다면
책임은 모두 내가
Actually, no.
움직여야 하나?
H사와 89의 안내는 제게.
자, 해골바가지. 잘겠네.
I might actually keep this as my loading screen, because I know how to make a certain loading screen. Hey Malkuth. I still don't get how he has access to just be able to spam that. Okay, we should be fine. Hell yeah.
제 행위
Come on, Kira, you got this.
산다.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
다들 첫 정말 강해지셨네. 매일 보아왔는데도
So how do you work?
감회가 새로워요.
I'll try to do, yeah, this. Actually, no, I'll do this. Yeah, we should be fine. No, Otis!
짜증나게.
흙을 마실 걸?
This might be a reset. Not really. When you get into it, it's not that complicated. It's a lot simpler than you think.
다 법을 이제야 좀 이해.
Now, Otis is staggered, which is bad, but a bunch of others are staggered. Oh, hold up. I'm just gonna do this.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사의 진수법도 익숙해지셨네요.
Fuck, I love Hikova so much. You saying you're a bitch. I see that.
이제야 실력을 좀
How dare you fail a clash?
얼마나
엄청나게 강한 일격을. 남았어도.
Bam,
여관에 가면 또
bam.
한참을
I feel like I could win right now. Yeah, no, I'm fine with
다리에게
win
해줄
rating.
이야기가 또 늘었군요.
For a second, I keep thinking she's a negative coiner. Oh, come on!
짜증나게.
You're so close to staggering. No, come on, you're saying. There you go.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을
I don't know why
기록하는
Yuseng's not doing that good for me.
해야 하지 않겠는가?
Yuseng's throwing it right now. Tell you what, I'm gonna pop an ego.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
Just to kill a bunch of them.
이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로 통치하는 자일지.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지.
And then the rest is staggered, so we're fine.
내가 알아서 처리. 해.
God, I forgot how good Callisto Honglu is.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
Yeah, so you have to plan the entire round. Oh man, not again.
나를 대하는
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
감동적이지 않을 수 없네. 해결사 영웅기에 이런 구절이 있었지. 어디 보자.
Not gonna lie. Okay, this may be a take for anyone who. I mean, since Axel, I could tell you don't play Limbus.
하지만 슬슬 물리는군. 근처에 융수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나?
For the people who do play Limbus that are watching, I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. I feel like Intervallos, they're given enough time to voice at them. My screen is stuck.
여전히 반지에 부끄럽지 않은 작품
Can't do anything. Oh, there you go.
선보이고 있는
I feel like they're given way more than enough time. Man, still can't deploy this. Oh, really? So, if it's these enemies, I'm literally just gonna run a... Hold on. Is it this the exact same one? So you're all weak to blunt, so I'm literally gonna bring a blunt team. Yeah, just a blunt team. Either way is fine.
나를 점 찍었다니.
망치를 쥐고
So I guess it would kinda,
더 붉게 칠해지겠지?
I guess it kind of would be in your alley if you play Pokemon, because it is turn-based.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나.
Peaks of Yore? What's Peaks of Yore?
꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
Oh, this game! I know this game. Seriously, how the fuck do we have access to Malkuth? True. Favored. I'll make you defend, yeah. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Yes!
아이씨, 짜증나게.
저것들 너덜너덜하잖아. 일단
favorite. Yeah, all good. I don't like that neutral, but we should be fine.
뭐 쳐주게!
Hell, yeah, I fucking love that variant. Not the variant, the move. The variant's cooler. But yeah, honestly, like comparing this to Pokemon, it's like if I would make a comparison, it's a way harder version of variant of Pokemon. Because you gotta do a lot more reading, in my opinion.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 건드렸겠다.
But in my opinion, I do prefer Limbus over Pokemon. I wouldn't say the same about, let's say, the OG Pokemon, but the newest Pokemon games, I'd say Limbus is better. Except for Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus was pretty fun.
목이 피었잖아. 다음 놈 나와.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 적합한 조치였습니다.
What the? Oh, yeah. So yeah, we're fine. We should be fine.
나선 속을 벗어날
Oh
수
my god. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be so real. Like, the Pokemon they've been making nowadays have been really lackluster for me. And like, and I'm saying this from oh yeah, I'm saying this from Sword and Shield. Past Sword and Shield, it's like anything outside of Legends Arceus has just been lackluster. Sword and Shield is old as shit now.
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하구나. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
I'm not even sad about the starters, in my opinion. Honestly, I'm fine with them being furries. It's just more of the what are they going with the game? Because let's do a small example. The Legends, Pokemon Legends. I really disliked Pokemon Legends. I played it. I really disliked it. Did I like that Mega Evolutions were back? Yeah. But I just disliked the quality that we were given. And I know that that's a complaint, that it's such a common complaint. But Game Freak can give us better.
이제 싱크에선 벗어났나?
Game Freak can give us better.
벗어날 수 있다고 생각해.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
Were the Mega Evolutions pretty cool? Yeah, except for like some of them were kind of mid as fuck.
근처에 융수염이라는 군
Yeah.
거를 파는 곳 있나?
And I feel like
약지에 감긴 세
they
바퀴의
had no
방지는
reason
마에스트로가 되기 위해
as
인정받은 세 가지
to
제품을 뜻하죠.
they had no reason as to rush it.
비록 지금 제 작품이
Like,
만인의
I don't
시간을
get
올리지는 못하더라도
why they rushed so much. Okay, and that about wraps up the middle's corridor. Thanks to you folks, we managed to cut the door cataloging workload by 80%. I really appreciate everyone going the extra mile to check out each and every door. Made my life a whole lot easier. It's all thanks to the manager's excellent strategization. There's a couple legendaries I don't like. Like, okay, as Axel, you might hate me for this, since you might hate me for this because you played. I dislike Mega Zygarde. I dislike Mega Zygarde. And I love Zygarde. I love Zygarde with a living passion. But I dislike Mega Zygarde. Next up, the Thumbs Corridor. But we have found intel lying around here, so we just need you to check some of the doors in the basements. Like, I don't know. What do you think of Mega Zygarde? The manager expresses interest in the aforementioned intel. I don't even remember that, dude. It's the guy with the giant laser cannon in the back. Ah, that. In the Thumbs Corridor, we came across a bundle of papers detailing the comings and going of the Thumbs members and the orders they were carrying. Whoever wrote the logs has been diligently keeping them updated. The last entry was written not so long ago. Yeah, honestly, I just dislike it. Because, like, it's cool and all, but no, it looks so dumb. Valencia's shitty scrap papers. She'd be keeping up with that useless shit this whole time, huh? Useless shit? Remnants of her desperate search for a thread to cling to. You found one of her backup ticket hoards. I've marked any doors you need to work with a drone. There should be about 3 or 4 of them. While you guys do that, I've got some leftover work to take care of. I've been noticing this throughout our... Holy shit. Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to feel about it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Just as a confirmation, I just didn't like it. In the end. But whenever anything irrelevant to his work came up, Alan seemed to have a way of unhearing and maneuvering right past it as though he didn't even register what was said. Recalling our conversation with Cicera back in P-Corp, that deeply uncurious indifference might just be one of the essential personality traits that go into it on as a corporate employee in New York City. Understood. We will explore the areas marked past the marked doors and return here. Thanks a ton. Well then, with Alan returning to where the other Wayfarer Company employees were huddled around, we decided to follow the corridor to the left. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be so real with you. That cannon move that he has, I feel like would fit as a Z crystal, weirdly enough. Because it fits like a mega move, like a super move that Zygarde has. I feel like he could already morph his body to do that. To recreate the cannon. So I don't know why he has to transform for that. Oh, it's the detective, some stubbly guy I don't know, and that annoyingly airy dude. Sounds like Moses, Gregor, and Hong Lu, respectively? Gregor! What's Gregor doing here? The trio's conversation grew clearer the closer I approached them. You okay, fella? You bumped your head earlier. Fine as a fiddle. It's just a minor fall. This is the 3rd time it's occurred. We ought to discuss with issue with the manager once this consultation is over. Yeah, I have. Gregor, my goat, he's back! He's back! I feel like I think I'm seeing a bump on the side of Honglu's head. Anyway, you know what to do, right? If at any moment you see signs of, don't worry, Gregor. You made it through the explanation and the footage birth. You're going to be fine again. I believe in you. Look at you now. We're right where it happened. But your arm is stable, see? Ironically, fear tends to grow almost unmitigated, but it is distant when unseen. I understand what you might be worried about, but I don't see even the slightest portents of it. So don't hesitate to share the unfiltered thoughts that arise while you're in here. What the fuck? I know what I saw in the footage, but I'm still having a hard time believing it. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just avoiding the truth when it's staring at right in the face. My case is nothing like Don Quixote's. She just needs to keep her shoes on, and it's all good and dandy for her, isn't it? Things don't work out that way for me. Whatever they're talking about sounds hella deep, guys. You sure about eavesdropping on him like this? That geezer's always weirdly cagey about himself. Maybe now is our chance to learn more about him. Alright. He's sharing such an IS about himself for once. Why walk away? Don Quixote gives a nonsensical interpretation of Ryoshu's acronym as Kira rolls her eyes out of expiration. Between the bickering sinners and Kira, Otis, however, stands in silence with an inscrutable look on her face. She is listening to the exchange between Moses and Gregor like a woman possessed. Hold up. Okay, let's keep listening then. Otis was right, damn it. She was right all along. The war isn't over, and it never was. And it can't ever be over as long as this fucking joke of a gift stays attached to my arm. Barbed words. Now let's revisit a question you couldn't answer while the footage was playing. Hopefully it's become easier to answer now. You've been using that arm to fight just fine so far. How? I don't mind fighting hostiles or enemies. I'm not the kind of person who worries about people trying to kill me. But killing my comrades, that changes things, doesn't it? I can't even control it. There's nothing I could do to even brace for it. It's unstoppable. Like some kind of time bomb counting down to unleash a disease that you never know the symptoms to set off. Even Heathcliff, who was always the first to step up when people began to spiral into self-hatred, stood in conflicted silence, his lips drawing a hard, straightened line. Besides, Gregor wasn't wrong in that. At present, there wasn't any way to stop his transformation should it occur again. We've still got a good chunk of the journey left, and eventually we'll have to. No matter what lurks in the pasts of us sinners, even if they have killed hundreds, thousands, no tens of thousands of innocent people, will you still embrace them? We'll eventually have to confront an even darker, bleaker truth of the war. Can I really trust Gregor not to crumble under that inevitable pressure? I see. You're afraid you'll end up hurting us. Well, that's... At first I thought I couldn't give a hoot whether or not I accidentally murder some of you. It's a bit saddening to hear that. You know how it is, Honglu. We're a bus team. Didn't exactly get off to a rocking good start. But throughout our journey, we've I begun to think of you all as my comrades, and I was okay with that because I had much faith in my own weakness. And I realized I had grown so weak that I couldn't even take down some backstreet thugs with this arm. I was relieved. Imagine that! The same arm, my arm! A weapon that stabbed the heart of countless people during the smoke war. I'll be honest, when that Hohenheim fella said that I was an exception, the thought alone made me hope. Exception? A potential to be... Welcome back. A potential to be harmless, weaker than even a non-combatant like Yisang. It made me hope for a life that didn't sound so bad. We all know how that went though, don't we? Blew up in the worst possible way. And after all that, I couldn't just bring myself to fight again. Because I no longer know when this fear would eat me up again. Because I'm constantly afraid of this damn gift manifesting again. The same fear you've carried all this time. How did you endure it before? Badly. Harrowly. Holding on to the idea that the living's gotta live on and nothing else. This really brings me back years. The memories are so clear that it's like they all happened yesterday. Best you kick me off the bus before push comes to... That can't be the answer, Gregory. Gregory? Why did I say Gregory? You can walk away, but the danger of our journey won't leave you. With Dante and the rest of us will still be facing an endless repeat of peril. It's not like leaving the bus will bring peace to your heart. Our deaths can be reversed should an accident occur. Even if it comes at the cost of Dante's suffering, the same can't be said for most people in the city. Gregory! I can't do a Freddy voice. Now that's something I never expected to hear from you. I guess you're right. If we're seeing this through to any kind of end, this would be the kind of place to do so. Not many places in the city have some warmth to them like this one does. Boy, this consultation thing is pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's not like I was forced to go through something as traumatizing as yours, Honglu. Truth be told, I'm not some special case. Anyone who participates in the war must have gone through more or less the same experience. Miss Moses, Otis, or even Valencia, that piece of work. We can't attach a number to our misfortunes as if there's something to be measured. When I fled from my past, I tried my hardest to avert my eyes from it. But you, Gregor, you're not like me. Every step that distanced you from the past, you'd come to a pause to spare a look towards the path you had walked. All those years I let slip by, all those that slipped you by are dotted with fathoms of suffering that are both inevitable and beyond measure. Different experiences, different pain. Still, if there's one thing common to everyone, it's that trauma leaves after effects that linger for a long time. Oh my god. I can see what you mean in terms of them. What's yours? I dislike loud noises and people who talk too much. They sound too much like a Capione of the war, like screaming comrades who resented me, even as they lay dying. The wounds that they left in my heart bled me dry. But I thought you were fond of Miss Ezra, Miss Moses. I've talked too much. She's a lesbian! No, I'm joking. Haven't you heard your fill? Might as well come out from that corner you're hiding in. Oh man, who would have known that they're eavesdropping this whole time? God, I will say, Axel, since you don't know this game, normally there is voice acting. Normally there's voice acting to this game, but intervallos like these, they're kind of like mini stories, like mini sequels that happen after the main story. So no, I actually didn't turn it off because they're like mini sequels and they have to do it really fast. They don't bother with the voice actors. They don't bother getting the voice actors. Yeah. So, but what Limbus Company does is during in the future they do something called a botgak, which is the Intervallo is getting voice acted. Like this Thursday, we're getting a botgak of one of the previous Intervallos. God. I was actually waiting for just the right time to come out and say a few words, but I couldn't find an appropriate moment to. Ah, well, I should have shared this with Manager Bud, all the rest of you fellas as soon as, but I wouldn't mind. What's she doing here? TA. Temporary ally? Prosthetics. So in this universe, there's prosthetics. People who, like, replace their body parts for certain things. Or people who just turn their entire body into a robot. Heck, there's somebody who's turned themselves turned their head into a toaster. I'm not kidding. So the main character, us, Dante, is a clockhead. Don't be an asshole. I'm working my ass off to help you guys. Because some furries tried to kill him, so he put a clock on his head. That is actually the closest you're probably gonna get to that. That's the closest that's the closest way of explaining it. Anyways, real quick, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to go check up on something, which is mainly food. Yes, I'm a glutton bitch. I'm a hungry fuck. I just need to go check on my food to see if I have it, so I'll be right back. You probably view bye-bye. I'm back. Hello? Oh god, I got a tad bit of food, but not the actual full thing. I just got a little bit of the filling. Rodion! Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I am male Rodion. You're right on time. I've been working on a theory, but I don't have all the clues to be absolutely certain. A word from someone in the you-know may immensely improve my confidence in the theory. She's a glutton. Rodion is one of the characters who is a glutton. You should probably look her up, like Rodion Limbus, something like that. Not gonna lie, this is not bad. Not bad at all. Kira, do you know which door of the Thumb's nurse father was most attached to? Was that supposed to be obvious? Didn't you guys all see her? You think I'd just chat up a scary lady like that? Dude, she was beating the ever-living shit out of Lucia every time I saw them together. Yeah. Said stuff about her generosity and all that, and fought till he died. Being real here for a sec, I thought he was totally gonna swap sides. You know, the vibes. You guys don't know because you haven't seen him long enough without that scary lady always looming over him. What's up? Gonna start stabbing right at the spine? You. Look, I think you might be training wrong because, like, you're not improving as much as you should from all that grind. Let me show you what I learned about sword swings from this comic book. That is not how my master has instructed me. The textbooks cannot be permitted to have. Why are you so obsessed with all that crap anyway? Don't even like that old lady. But you're not so different from me in that regard, are you? Bro, the heck are you talking about? I love my papa. Seriously, I thought things were gonna crash and burn before Yoshihide even came home. Yeah, suppose textbook and I had that in common. Talking whilst eating. It's kind of funny. Hopefully this touches more upon the more of your intact memories. Do you know which of these doors the Thumb Nurse Father showed particular attachment to? Or the door she used most often? Why ask me? Fine, yes I do. Don't even need the clock. Sorry about that. Someone just walked into my room. And even after telling them, hey, I'm live, they're like, okay, and? So I just have to mute for like a few seconds. It's that one. Thank you for... Have you guys ever done that actually? Before we continue. Have you guys ever done that before where it's like, you're with your friends, you're playing video games, and it's like, oh, go over there, and like you point at your screen, expecting them to see that. Holy shit! I almost died out there. Son of a bitch! Flying fuck! Where did those G-Corps fucks even drag those gross pests from? Mom, are you okay? Do I look okay to you, Ticket? Not really. I'm fine. You know I don't break easy. You should have been there to see me tear the heads off that G-Corp vermin, Ticket. But Mom, your leg's bleeding a lot. Here comes another mission, boy. You can't really do shit without me, huh? So much for a break. The fuck is this? Bandages for you. Is this kids' here's? They've got truckloads of expensive treatments for the ready to patch me up the moment I get back into the field. Okay, well, okay, never mind that. Hey, this works. Mom? Sit tight and don't start any trouble. I'll teach you some sword techniques once I'm back. You know, she's a shit mother, but she's not that bad. I mean, yeah, she beat the shit and abused the fuck out of Ryoshu. Like, don't get me wrong, that's bad. Boo, we hate abuse. But at the end of that, this sounds awful. I feel like she did care, in a sense. Must have been her years in the smoke wall. Yeah, fighting in that war took a lot out of her and left her perpetually exhausted. But she marched to every battle with a smile. Stop drinking, stop beating me too. Like a blissful idiot who forgot she was still neck deep in an inescapable pit called the House of Spiders. Well, the ironic piece didn't last. Sometime after the war ended, someone she called the Consigliere of the Thumb visited the House of Spiders as a tutor. Care with abuse don't really work. She abused Ryoshu, but in a sense still cared about Ryoshu. But that's when she went right back to drinking herself into a shit-faced stupor day after day. The beatings returned, and so did the edge in her profanities. It was pathetic. Hold on. Why though? Sure, I was on the losing side, but wasn't Valencia on the winning side? A hero war at that. Ever heard of the regulation that prevents smoke wall participants from moving into I Corp and K Corp nests? Ah, hold on, my eye. Jesus Christ. I guess, yeah, she is pretty bad, but when she does something she likes, she gets, like, I guess happy in a sense. Ah, shit, my eye. The common thread between these post-war rules is that they make the lives of veterans difficult. Dubious rules that don't discriminate between winners and losers. I see, there must have been things going on behind the scenes there too. But doesn't that mean that back door will drop us into the trench they dug during the war? Yes, and Gregor will be the one to open it. Wait, me? Yes, others can do it for you, but what would be the point? You sure this won't just be him giving him more nightmares? I don't see how this helps him in any way. We do not have any means to treat whatever it is that slumbers within his arm. However, I would surmise that the underlying cause of this sudden transformation wasn't the arm itself. Then what? It's trauma. His arm took control after his psyche was crushed by the weight of unbearable, unspeakable memories coming back to haunt him. What are you questioning about, Axel? It's not because the arm went berserk that he started reliving his painful past. It's the other way around, isn't that so? Oh yeah, definitely. If Callisto wasn't obsessed with turning corpses or like even living people into art, then yeah, he'd be a pretty good dad. Then you may be able to loosen your grip on the fear and anxiety that your arm could metamorphosize at any point. While the suggestion may seem blunt, it is one of the basic treatment principles of M-Corp's psychotherapy centers. Fine then. Guess I'll open it up. Gregor walked up to the door, grabbed its handle, then paused, taking slow, deep breaths. And with one arm, he gently opened the door. Why are you running? You should take the lead from the front lines with our G-Corp banner held high. I don't want to die! It's nice to have a place to go back to. Oh, Yuri. Oh. Alright, happy 15th birthday. Oh, hi, Herman. But you can't possibly have the cheek to call me cruel. You G-Corp pests were far more messed up than I ever was. Ripping people apart, cannibalizing them. You were nothing but a swarm of fucked up monsters. I thought I'd woken up from the dream, but I was still. Nope. Guess he was still. Yes! My glorious king. My goat. I'm sorry, he's blunt? Pierce. So why the fuck is he in blunt? Slash. Are you blunt? Blunt. Okay, yeah, you're blunt.
자기
boom.
준비는 완벽한
내
boom,
작품.
boom.
소재가 준비됐어?
나를 점 찍었.
내가
I know I should probably bring Otis for the plus 20, but nah.
입증을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
자, 동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을
We love
맞이하세.
Malkuth.
우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
Ooh, no, I was still go for this.
전부 쳐주게!
Oh, does it still work for benched? Okay, I'll do that next time.
아, 여기서 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 제대로 두드려 패.
God, first turn always sucks sometimes because it's equal it's equal level.
그렇게 했을 테지.
I always hate doing first turning.
이만하면 훌륭하군요.
Can you defense that? Yeah, you can. Okay, you're fine. Wait, so if I do that, no, yeah. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. Oh, Kira lost. Okay, we look like we're doing fine. No one's taking any damage. Come on, Gregor. Come on. Ah, fuck. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, Gregor. Gregor can tank. Why is this so bad? This should destroy a bunch of them, actually. God, he does so much damage.
이제 싱수에
He does so much outside of Mirror Dungeon.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 남았으세요. 이 정도쯤은 바이올라.
Ba, 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 ba. Come on, Gregor! Yeah!
본인이 방금 뭘 본
The funny scream.
거야? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
예술적이네요.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Uh-oh.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
제가
Uh-oh.
부족했는지.
제가
That's not good.
조심하라고 말씀드렸지 않습니까?
경외감 속에 숨어
That is good, though.
경
And I didn't even have Fell Bullet.
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하게 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 4번 수감자.
I want to say best character got beat, but she got heavily. He got heavily damaged, which is not fun.
목이 피었잖아. 꿀을 턱을 마시.
Yeah, he got staggered, which is like a stun. So you can't use him for one turn,
했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네.
and he takes, I think it's 1.5 times damage. I think it's 2 times damage.
더 이상의 주태를 보여.
Oh wait, that's right. He has a transformation. I completely forgot that.
보고 가야겠는데. 내가 아무리 덮어놓고.
I've complete. Oh, he was on 13 health. He was on every type of stagger.
정수.
You know what? I might just pop this.
감상은 어떤가요?
Fuck the bleed.
당신이었군요.
Fuck the bleed.
아이씨, 짜증나.
Oh, Ryoshi is fucked as well. Okay, that's annoying,
꿀을 건드렸겠다.
but that's not bad.
이제야 실력을 좀 보시네요. 근데 이런 데는 얼마나 좋습니까?
다음 놈 나와.
구원.
That wasn't a good,
하지만
the
슬슬
best
몰리는
run,
곳.
but we got this.
근처에
와이파이.
융수염이나 군 거를 파는 곳 있나?
Yeah.
뻗친 궤적, 뜯겨나간 실처럼.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
엉망진창으로
whoa, whoa, whoa.
변해진
Index.
흉터들. 설마 거미집이 성공한 거야? 잠깐.
Shit, if you're indexed, then you're gonna be running
돌아서 마이스트로스에게
sinking.
말해줘야 해.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm running.
또 어딘가에 모든 손가락이 탐낼 만한 걸작이 있다는 걸.
I'm running charge. Fuck it.
복지
You're gonna get hit by an anime girl.
준비는 완료했습니다.
마침내 현장.
준비.
No, our cop Ishmael is dog shit.
출근하겠어. 정리를 시작하겠어.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고.
Okay, what's your priest trip right now?
놈들이니까.
Because right now you're limited to only 7. Eventually, with more of a whilst the story goes on, you'll be able to pick more, but they limit you to only 7. Well, at the start they limit you to even more, but like even less. But we ignore that. Okay, so who are you going for? Because this speed isn't doing very well. So I'll do you. Okay, I got this. Then I'll probably just go for you. Defense. You. I should be fine with that defend.
만만찮겠군. 이니 하지.
Hell yeah, Gregor. It's good for you to be back.
전 시퀀스 작동.
Uh-oh. Yeah!
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Let's see if we get to the boss. This might actually be the last one, because I
그 슬램.
do have to go in 4 minutes, sadly.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지.
What was that?
기대하고 있겠습니다.
Thought I heard someone like smash my door open. What was that? The hell? You know, I'm gonna defend this. Wait, no, hold up. No, she doesn't clash because of her speed. I'll defense this, and then I'll just get everyone else to target you. Oh, wait. Oh. No, I'm not gonna do that.
어디 시험해 보지.
Yeah, issue is I'm gonna be a little bit busy. Like, at 2, I'm busy.
지키기 위해서.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
So tomorrow I'll definitely see if I could. Oh
짜증나게.
no, wait. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I gotta put somewhere like keep note of when I'm gonna be streaming. So on Thursday
쯤은
여건이
I'll be
시간.
it's midnight for you. Oh my god.
다리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
You should probably go to sleep. I'll just let Heathcliff deal with you. Okay, hold up. Deal with you. Much better. I like these numbers. Wait, what? Why is it now doing bad? Why is he doing bad now? He was completely fine before. Weird.
만만찮겠군. 언니 하지.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you're saying. Fuck you. No, don't take drugs. That's bad for you.
아, 여기서 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는구나.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
That makes you trip the fuck out. Surely ideal.
지원하시.
How many of you?
불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장
My God.
정확하지요.
Wait, did I say 8? Oh, there's 8 enemies. I've only killed 1.
것입니다.
I'm gonna start needing a AoE. Oh yeah, reasonable. God, a few days ago, there's gonna be a little personal thing, but it's not really. A few days ago, when I was tired as shit, I accidentally messaged someone I like, "Hey, good night, I love you," and she was so confused, and I felt so dumb after I checked that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I was so, like, I was in awe, basically, at that. I'm like, I just fucked up everything. Everything probably is gonna go to shit.
어디 시험해 보지.
In the end, she questioned it, and I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. Don't worry." She's like, "Okay." And now we're matching profile pictures on Discord.
통상대탄 일시방작.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
That's if.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨어요.
Magical girl power.
매일 보아하는데도 지금은 내가 새로워서.
맘.
전투 감각 하나만
지원하지.
수감자가 돼.
I feel like we can do this though. Yeah, we're fine to do this.
그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말.
I might just use an ego as well.
사본 수감자.
출력 최대.
God, multi-crack Faust is so good. I need better charge. I need a better charge for you saying, or like anyone else. Because right now, I don't have good charge. Why do magical girls gotta be pink? That's not
노력은 가사하지.
that's not always the case. There's orange. There are orange magical girls. If you want an orange magical girl, look at Precure. For the next while PP, we... Okay, so here's my theory. So me and my friends... Axel, you're about to be very confused. This is gonna be some real nerd shit right here. But, there's my glorious king Rimuru. Anyways, so with Wall PP, SciTech, me and my friends have theorized because Kim Ji-hoon said before Kanto 10, before Massault Kanto, we're gonna be fighting
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지.
nothing there. We're gonna be fighting nothing there.
하지만
Do you
슬슬
think the
몰리는
next Wall PP will be nothing there?
근처에 용수염이라는
'Cause I personally
거를
think it
파는
will
곳
be.
있나?
I personally think the next Wall PP is
예전보다
nothing
많이
there.
나아진 것 같다. 나도. 그러고 보니까 그 환상체 이제 가호를 내려준 아이가
That's
없어졌지.
my theory, at least.
다시 관리를 맡겨주실까?
MMORPG thing? Not really. So, what Wild PP is a event that happens every 3 to 4 months, which adds things to this game from previous games. I'm just gonna do this, but I'm not gonna continue because no. I think not this one. We are confirmed together, so who knows? So let me just show you this. This is normally Wild PP that has IDs or characters that you should be able to gacha for that are in previous games. In Limbus Company is the third game of Project Moon. First one is Lobotomy Corp, and the second one is Library of Rona. Yes, I am a no life, and I have every single Wild PP ID. And basically, with this, you get characters or IDs like, let's say, Sinners, Yisang, where is he? Here, like Solemn Lament, who is a Library of Rona slash Lobotomy Corp reference to Funeral of the Dead Butterflies, and Yesod. I think Yesod is the right one I'm thinking of. Yes. Yes, it's Yesod. Why do I see Yesod with green hair? What the fuck? But yeah. I, sadly, might actually end the stream here. Because again, I am a bit busy and rough on time. I would continue, but I've got shit to take care of. So yeah, hopefully you two like the stream. I get not many people are watching because this is a weekday. I normally stream on weekends. But yeah, go to sleep, Axel. I swear to God, if I see you online on Discord server, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will be seeing you all on Thursday, so in the day after. I'm guessing you. I know both of you guys are like to subscribed already. So yeah, so any person who watches the post stream, as in the stream after the stream, hopefully you guys like and subscribe. And I think both SciTech and Axel, I know you're in the server. In the description below, there is a Discord server, so you don't miss out on any video because you get notified. I think so. Hopefully, I normally make posts.
함부로 입을 놀리면
I normally post like an hour before saying, hey, in an hour, I'm gonna go live. So yeah, I'll see you all on Thursday. Whoop!